Interesting.
Yeah.
But
you being a friend do nothing but let's drink. Come on, you're not going to drink tonight,
dude. Here's the thing: there's drinking, smoking, and eating buckets of chicken and McDonald's, which you do on a weekly basis.
No.
So you're still you're still smoking blunts this big in tobacco paper.
Correct.
So you need to get some kind of like vaporizer thing.
That's fine. All right, so you know what? Then we need to not have you in a 16-ounce glass. We're just going to have 2 shot glasses a day because I feel 16 ounces is too much for you.
What do you mean? No, what I'm saying
you want to control my habit.
No, I don't want to control. What I'm saying is I need people who have problems and addicts like I am, because it upsets me when people get their shit together.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Do you see?
All right.
For you to be getting your shit together really fucking upsets me, because I'm a disaster.
If you think you're a disaster, I offered you something tonight. I said, let's let you get shit-faced on the air, and I thought Danny was going to be here because he would love to see you drunk.
Danny gives me shit every time I come over here
I would
don't
drive home tonight.
out the door.
And I would drive home. I want to see. I haven't seen you stumble that much either, I got to say.
You get mad because I have a high alcohol tolerance, but I
have a weed tolerance, don't I?
But
I
don't like to drink and drive this far. We're far away from my house.
I was willing to drive home.
I don't know if I want you to. Dude,
I was willing to come in my car.
Listen, I would rather drive drunk than sit as a passenger like a bitch. There's nothing more uncomfortable than maybe I'll play with the radio. I've heard this fucking best of the fucking O&A thing already this morning. Let's see what's on Deep Tracks.
Truthfully, I know you now probably about 11 years.
Yeah.
And maybe 3 times have I seen you annihilated. 2 times I had to be on a New Year's Eve, and there was that one night in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, we all wore that night. But I don't really see you two fucked up too much.
That's because I drink alone, like a real man with anger and angst. Right?
Yes.
Anthony Cumey, another man.
Yes.
Answered the door alone with a fucking 16-ounce kid in his hand.
Right, he's got a beer in one hand and a gun strapped to him. And he's just the bitches just left and just been sitting here crying.
No, but then there was a little smile on your face, like people are here. I don't have to go out.
Hey, look, people to share my addictions with. Awesome.
It's so true.
It's funny because it's true. I'll just pop up this sign that here's very exciting. I found this. Oh, that's the wrong one. When I was in Croatia, I went to there wasn't a game store. It was a store that sells everything, because all the little stores there are stores that sell everything, and it was a copy of some kind of gaming magazine in Croatian or Bosnia, Serbian, or whatever they speak over there. So I go into the place, and I was very excited to see a copy of Red Dead Redemption, because the game came out 2 days later. I was on Opie and Anthony, and then I flew to. I've been on the road for 2 weeks. I flew to New York. I was in New York for maybe 18 hours, and then I flew to Croatia, and so about a week and a half into it, I went to the store, and I was very excited, and I said, can I buy a copy of Red Dead Redemption? And he said, in broken English, that it would be here in a week. And I was like, how long does it take you motherfuckers to get a video game? She's like, a long time. I was like, God damn, that would drive me bananas.
Yeah, they're getting the bootlegs from China. It's a little longer, dude.
Exactly.
So what, is it the same cover, or is it just one cover they send out the entire world?
I don't know. There's different versions and different.
So, but I mean, the soundtrack that you do, I mean, is it?
No, we don't do localized.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes you'll do subtitles in other languages, but dude, you've got 60 to 100,000 lines of dialogue in a game. You're not going to record that.
Yeah.
With heathen languages. You go with the language of the motherland.
What's the biggest video game market? Japan?
UK.
Is it?
The biggest, and let me tell you why.
Because it's cold and rainy, and they got nothing else to do over there, dude.
Dude, it rains all the fucking time. They are inside on their Xbox.
I swear.
Doughy as hell.
I was just in London over the weekend. We stayed at this hotel. They had a pool on the rooftop. It's 55 degrees and raining, and people are in the pool like, hell yeah, summer, dude.
Summer.
Because that's all they have.
I know when I was there, I said, so how was your summer last season? They said, oh yeah, we had 5-6 days of sunshine. I was like, oh, what are you, a bunch of depressed bastards? No wonder you
leave that rainy island.
You would think.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing there.
You know, and they're, god damn, they can't make a car or play a sport for their ass.
No, or cook.
Do you remember in the 80s when people were getting into those British cars like MGs and TR7s and 6s, you always had friends that were like, and that shit was busted every other week.
Well, we're waiting for parts.
We're waiting for parts, and there was always one asshole in town that liked to work on fucking TR6s.
That Triumph always on concrete blocks. I remember in my neighborhood growing up, my friend in high school.
What was the allure of those fucking cars?
I don't know. Exotic.
Exotic.
I'll tell you one thing they do in Britain. Did you see these? That they had a special snack foods. They had a special line of World Cup potato chips with a different flavor from every country that was in the World Cup.
No.
It was nasty, dude.
I do like that there's just porno magazines in any store. They don't give a shit, dude.
I didn't see those.
Dude, they don't block inappropriate material from kids at all. Porno magazines. You know how here they'll put like that piece of plastic over the front so that you don't see it there. It's just it's just at eye level. The kids can see it, and then at night, like I was talking about this on Anthony's show, you turn on the TV and there's 18 channels of sex lines.
Really?
Dude.
Really?
When I was there, they only had 3 channels.
Oh, it is nuts. I was talking about this with Anthony. There was one that was gay dudes that they could text their picture up there, and then guys would text, I'm in Brighton, ready for fun, and stuff. And you could send text message that would pop up on the screen.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude, it was...
There's also an iPhone app, apparently, where, you know, when it gets near another... If you're on the prowl for something, if it gets near another iPhone, somebody else who's looking, it'll, like, beep, and it'll point you towards, oh, this guy in this bar is looking, or you can just walk around the street. It's like a divining rod for cock.
Knows a lot about this.
Yeah, and you got that.
Yeah,
app
sorry,
back.
I read papers.
Cock finder app on his fucking. Wow,
it's brilliant.
I did see there's a new app that goes through Craigslist, and you can set these things, and it will pop up Craigslist stuff for you. It filters them. You know, because a lot of times when you're on Craigslist looking to catch an STD, you have to go through a lot of riffraff.
Wait, so what is it? What is it popping up?
Did I tell you about the person that we worked with that met a girl on Craigslist and ended up fist fucking her and choking her?
No, her choice.
Yes.
Okay.
And he meets her, and he goes, she was a little larger than I expected. I was like, dude, that is always the way. When you meet
large enough to get your fist inside her.
Dude, and so they, he's like, he goes, I wanted to make the night special, so I downloaded a movie illegally off the internet.
So you were going to say, brass knuckles.
So he takes her out to dinner, and they start drinking to get back to the house, and He said that he drank a lot just so he wouldn't feel, wouldn't freak out about how fat she was. And they start messing around, and then she starts asking him, choke me, and then, slap me around.
Slap the titties? Did she say slap the titties?
And then she asked him to fist her, and he called me the day after it happened. Like he needed
smell my wrist.
Somebody. He needed somebody.
You know, when you were a kid, you played smell my finger.
He needed to. Yeah, we got the joke. Actually, he needed to like get it off of his chest psychologically or whatever.
It damaged him.
He says to me, dude, and I'll tell you who it is afterwards. But he says to me, he goes, I was so. He goes, I'm so ashamed of myself. And I was like, why are you ashamed of yourself, dude?
Could you do that? Could you do that to a chick?
No.
How about you, Laz?
What, choker?
No.